It's time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. The ball's out, he lost it. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one, and yes, they did. Bengals football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Here's 2nd and 5. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They are now set for 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Oh, stiff arm. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Brown again. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Motioning him for the slot right. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutin. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Man in motion, headed right. First down throw, Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Lawrence in the pistol. Hits him on the in route. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion left. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Little knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow on on the play action. Taken in by Noah Fant. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Burrow on first down. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll run again with Brown. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing is Burrow. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
On third down, here's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. First down from the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Their rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Cincinnati uses its second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Defense showing blitz. Burrow. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now it's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. Jukes one defender, and they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. Tootin gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Breaks through, and he might break away. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's Etienne on first down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll look underneath here for Etienne. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They motion the slot man right. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. 30 at the 20. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Brown will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, Kate, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Brown again. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. No gain on the play, and they remain just short of the end zone. It's 4th and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals have a choice to make. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a chip shot from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. First call here coming from the shotgun. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball on the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lawrence working from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the cover.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. On the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Little knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out and keep things going. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Little knocks it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Slot man in motion right. ETN on third down. That's the first and more inside the 45. And he works this down to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Lawrence to throw. Hauled in left side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They go right back to ETN. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 39. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Gun on 3rd down. It's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up. Lawrence throwing here. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now give this up the middle to ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. It is caught left side. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First down throw, Lawrence. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Dax Hill up for the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send him over right. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a 3rd now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running him out for some PATs.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. He'll throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Escapes the pocket. And they draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. Just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd and 8. Short pass brought in. And he won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Short, it's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Burrow now on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Second and 3 now. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a tie ball game through 3. We're going to see which side separates in the 4th. Second and 3 now. A run with Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. First throw for the backup now. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. This one's caught. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and just 2 to go. Herbert on the give, headed left. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a give. It's Pirine headed left. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run, this guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Lawrence working from the gun. He lofts it deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 4. Right back to Chase. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Trying an inside give to Herbert. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
P-Ryan. And he's not going to get anything, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. This is a chip shot from the left hash. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting the job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. Ooh, poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Bengals make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Herbert straight ahead. And he picks up the 1st down for the Bengals. And that is the last thing they need to lock away this win.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Herbert will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Herbert again. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here, 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. He spins right by him. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was